In this video, I visited K-Star Legacy located in Birmingham, UK to get a chance to train with two-time world champion Damien Trainor. If you happen to not know who he is, definitely search him up and watch his fights. He's all over YouTube as well. He is a Muay Thai legend. I also released a pad session with Damien where he corrected my Muay Thai technique, so if you haven't checked that out yet, you can watch it in the link in the description box below. So I really love Damien's style, lots of big boxing combinations and lots of heavy low kicks. A little feint by whipping my rear arm down and pivoting my rear foot and into my cross. You know it's good when Damien gives you that reaction. Here, Damien gets me back by catching my kick, clearing the leg and into a body cross to the left long knee. And a nice deep low kick that sweeps me to the ground. Damien traps my lead hand and into a cross, but I shoulder rolled to defend. A liver hook for me here, and Damien returns with a jab, cross, hook cross, in which I was able to defend with head movement and blocking. So here's a beautiful right hand. Damien fakes the cross down the middle. You can see I went to parry his cross, and he pulls the punch back and into a big right overhand. You can see I'm trying to keep the distance by using my long guard, faking my lead knee and teeping him away. It was working for a bit until he trapped my arms and into his knee, followed by some clinch work. A nice big low kick here by Damien, and some trapping of my own. When my opponent shells up, I love pulling down the guard with my palm forward and into my cross. A nice rear teep here by Damien. A nice lean back from Damien, and another hand trap from me here. Now, if your defense is weak, you're losing fights before they even start. I made a free striking defense course for you guys. Inside, I'll teach you how to master the long guard and Philly shell, when to move your head, shell up, or tie up, and most importantly, the best counters to punches and kicks. You can access it for free in the link in the description box below. A beautiful left hook counter by Damien against my knee here. I went to pull his head down with my left arm and hand trap his left arm with my rear arm, but you can see he dodged my right hand as I went for it and into a left hook. Liam Harrison actually got me with this exact same thing. A nice body cross here by Damien, and that was the end of round one. Round two. Because of Damien's Muay Thai stance, keeping his lead leg light, I kept inching forward but anticipating that lead kick, whether it was going to be a teep or round kick, so that I could brush and counter. And as he came forward at me, I stopped him with my teep and brushed his. And a nice left hook to body cross to liver hook here by Damien, and I evaded his last left hook with a pull. Double low kicks here, and Damien catches my second kick after it made contact and pulled me forward into his jump knee. You should only catch low kicks after it has made contact, or else your opponent can fake low and kick high. A fake here with my jab, and Damien takes the bite and he tries to counter with the left roundhouse kick. I brushed it but caught too high on his leg, which gave him enough time to plant his lead leg and throw a quick cross before I could counter with my hook. Damien catches my kick again, but told me later he let go because he was following Muay Thai rules, where you can only take 2 steps while holding the leg. An inside foot sweep attempt, but failed here. Both of us keeping the distance with the long guard, I hand trapped it into my cross again. Action is faster than reaction, so although Damien could have done the same to me, I acted on it first. A nice low kick from Damien. I kept anticipating his roundhouse kicks by checking, so Damien just threw another teep down the middle. Here, I faked my lead teep, stepped down into my jab, and as he dropped his checking leg, I threw my outside low kick. And here's that same little feint I used earlier, whipping my arm down and pivoting my rear foot and into my cross, this time following up with my low kick. A perfect rear body kick by Damien, kicking with his upper shin and leaning forward into the kick, causing more damage, but also making him closer for me to land my lead hook. Here, I caught his roundhouse this time, and as he went for a Superman cross, I leaned back to evade and into my own cross to low kick, but Damien catches it after it lands again and uses the catch to pull him into clinching me, and a knee to the face if he wanted to. Damien switches his stance to fake here, and I landed my jab, but he steps forward in southpaw stance with his right straight punch. I tried to cross parry, but he beat me to it. but at least I landed my left hook after. When in doubt, throw a check left hook. A nice slip to the inside of my posting arm and into a corkscrew uppercut by Damien. And another slip to the inside, but against my jab this time, and into a liver shot. Another corkscrew lead uppercut, but I was able to parry it in time this time, and I pulled back against his gazelle hook. And another feint to cross to double step low kick from me here, followed by a jab. A beautiful double step to close the distance and into a low kick from Damien as I backed away. And another to create distance as he was too close to me. Then as I countered with my left hook, he carriage blocked and framed on my neck and flashes the right elbow that he could have landed if he wanted. And another quick hand trap into the cross for me here. Damien explodes forward into another corkscrew uppercut, but I was able to deflect the punch on time, and a quick cross for me here that splits the guard. And a hand trap to cross for me once more, but Damien catches me with the left hook on the exit. And that was the end of round 2. Final round, Damien punishes my wide stance with low kicks, but I made the adjustment and started to dodge. And a low kick for low kick here. Damien pressures forward and closes the distance to clinch me here. Damien may be small, but he is strong and very dangerous in the clinch. He lands some nice knees in the clinch. And a little inside foot sweep to try to off-balance Damien and keep him back. And this time an outside foot sweep attempt. And a question mark lead hook into my lead body kick here. And this time a fake lead hook to get Damien to lift his arms up to block, opening his right side ribs for me to land my left roundhouse kick. And a nice flurry of punches here, and lands a jab cross at the end. Another beautiful boxing combination, lead hook to a cross to the chest. Fortunately, I deflected the corkscrew uppercut, shoulder rolled the cross and into my check left hook. Damien ties up with me again, and a sneaky right knee to the head here if you want to. And another double step low kick by Damien. If you're new to the channel, all I am referring to when I say double step is when you take 2 steps into the low kick. A step forward with the rear leg to load up that leg, followed by a leap with the lead leg into the pivoted position and into a powerful downward style low kick. Here, I feinted body kick by whipping my rear arm across my face as if I'm about to throw a big roundhouse kick, but I threw my cross instead. I tried to go for a long knee again by cupping the crown of his head and hand trapping his lead hand. You can see I ended up grabbing his head, but as I tried to grab his arm, he dodged it and into that same left hook. And another beautiful double step low kick by Damien, and I get him back with a liver hook and double step low kick. And he gets me back with another one. Here, I baited with my hands down, and as Damien stepped in for a jab, I pulled back by an inch to throw my cross over top and stepped back to dodge his follow-up low kick. And just flashing the flying knee here, and that was the end of the round. Thank you, Damien, for sparring with me. He actually doesn't even spar anymore in his training routine, but was nice enough to spar with me anyways to make some content. Now make sure to stick around for a bit longer as I ask Damien for his opinion on a few things.
Obviously, you fight Muay Thai, so what are your thoughts on head movement? How often do you do head movement?
I think head movement's good, but slight movements, like you can't move in, bob and weave in. You can roll hooks, but you might only get away with it once or twice against someone who knows what they're doing.
So for a Muay Thai match, would you recommend against or would you recommend some head movement?
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
So say someone like, an easy one would be Lurdzilla. He could do it very easily.
Right.
Then you got someone like Bovey, it's just not going to happen. Like, or even like probably Rod Tang probably isn't going to roll too well.
much.
So you've got to look at the individual. Some people got really good eyes, so they'll see shots and they can be evasive. Other people just haven't got that. So as a coach, you have to look at that.
And not be so close-minded and be like, no head movement at all.
So like it's like the one she's got here. I've got Mika to spar, which is Lenny. He's got really good eyesight. Like he'll drop his hands
And play.
and he'll move his head and everything.
So it's not wrong in Muay
It's
Thai.
not wrong, but it's got to be the right individual that can do. Not everyone can do it.
Gotcha.
Same as again, like not everyone is able to march forwards, be tough and strong, and because they just might not have that in them. They're more invasive. They want to play. They like. Do you understand what I mean? So as a coach, I think you need to be able to give your student different styles that kind of go to their personality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Can you break down what you're doing with the low kicks? So you're saying you always try to aim for pure shin. What are your thoughts on the idea of kicking with the foot so that your head is further away from the face?
It's just again, it's situational where if you've got someone who's not blocking, you can get away with it.
Okay,
If you've got someone who's checking, your foot's gonna get mangled after a couple of rounds. So like it's risk and reward.
Right.
So you gotta.
In the pad session, you're saying that I should lean forward on the kicks, and I definitely felt being way more powerful. Would you ever recommend leaning back to avoid getting, say, countered by a hook?
Yeah, so say like if you're fighting someone who's like heavy punching, that's all they're trying to do.
Right.
You probably might not want to commit with the kick as such, but you still want to be scoring. So you may kind of lean back, kicks you further than normal, so the punches aren't going to land. I'm saying you can kind of, after you've kicked, it's easy for you to back up a little bit more. So again, it's just situational.
It's cool to have these answers by you because, again, from my experience, not all the time, but I feel like the old school guys have like their one set way and every other way is wrong. And now we're seeing MMA and the trending techniques, hands down, kicking with the foot. And a lot of old school guys are like, no, that's wrong, don't do that. But it's cool to see that you're super open-minded.
But even then, like when you go to Thailand, like if you go to like a gym, the one day you might have one pad holder, it will tell you one thing. The next morning you might have someone else, and it'll contradict, like, so it's like, I think with all martial arts, you've got your textbook form of each technique, but then once you understand it, you can change it, manipulate it, get it working for the situation at hand, and then, like I say, it comes down to your personality, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So some people they like fighting, but they don't want to engage. They like to stay back and score. So you'll get people that will stay behind their kicks, not really getting in too close. Then you get some that are like heavy kickers and they want to
pure shin.
Smash through to sell. If you look at fights like Sam Kaur, he'll come in and try and obviously just kick you straight in half. Then you got fights like Samart where they'll stay back and they'll play, and so it's just down to the individual.
Yep. So pretty much know the rules, you can break the rules.
That's it.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you one more time.
No problem.